Hey everyone, welcome back to the weekly astrology and pick a card reading. This is for April 19th through to the 25th. So this week there is actually some really strong energy. There's a lot going on because we have the sun in Taurus, just moving into Taurus actually from tomorrow, coming out of Aries season into stable Taurus season. But I say stable, but it's going to be conjunct with Uranus, which is the planet of the unexpected and unpredictable, and that's coming up this weekend. So that's what I want to talk about at the moment. So I'm going to go over this energy and explain it in a bit more detail so you can kind of get more of a grasp on what this means. So in the collective, the energies at the moment coming up this week and really starting from tomorrow, and by the way, happy birthday to all the Taurus sun people, myself included. My birthday's not till May, but I'm on May 20th. But yes, happy birthday Taurus. From tomorrow, as I said, sun is in Taurus. It's Taurus season, so that brings our attention to getting more connected with the earth. You know, the things of the five senses, the pleasures, enjoying the simple moments. It's very much a Taurian thing, getting into your feelings, but feeling that Zen kind of connection to the simple, beautiful things in life. You might be wanting to get into something creative with this energy. It'll be more satisfying to get involved with things that are more hands-on. So making things with your hands, cooking, doing art, painting, singing, all those kind of Taurus creative things. Also just getting out into nature is very healing at the moment. So apart from that sort of general message about the sun moving into Taurus, the energy of sun conjunct Uranus in Taurus is the big energy this week. And not only that, but Venus also moves into Taurus and joins in with this triple conjunction, sun conjunct Venus conjunct Uranus, and this is happening starting from Friday. Those people affected will be anyone that has anything in particular around very early degree of Taurus. So it could be some unexpected or sudden events, sudden insights, sudden things that happen that could be spiritual for some people. It could be a sudden awakening, suddenly experiencing some spiritual messages or downloads. It can be on that level because of the Uranus involvement. If you have like a Taurus sun, moon or rising around those degrees, it could be, it's going to depend where your sun is, like what house your sun is in or what house your moon is in. So if you know that, you can see what area of life. So if you have a Taurus sun or moon and it's in the 6th house, there might be something unexpected that comes up with your routine, your daily life, your work situations, health matters, those areas that are affected by the 6th house. If it's the 7th house, it could be to do with another person in your life, something unexpected happening in a relationship or with someone significant, someone that has an impact on your life regularly, like a boss or a parent or someone that's close to you, a partner. So what the overall message is, do expect the unexpected this week, especially if you have Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius or Leo, because those signs are most affected by this energy, this unpredictable energy. Because the sign of Taurus, and with Venus in Taurus, it's an emphasis on Venusian things, Venus things, finances and relationships come under that very strongly. So those would be the areas of life that we could see where the changes could be sudden, where this kind of unexpected, possibly unstable, possibly just unpredictable energy comes in. For people that have that early Taurus, they're going to feel very restless with this energy. So you may feel like, I just need to do something for myself. I just need to go out for a hike, or I just need to go and do something that fills me with a feeling of pleasure or enjoyment of life, because that's what Taurus can be about. And there is a strong creative streak with this. So you may actually, if you're any of those signs, especially Taurus, you may get like a sudden creative insight, or you may get some sudden ideas or dreams that just come to you with really deep messages, something from your guide, something from spirit, because Uranus, that planet, activates that energy to do with higher frequencies, higher knowledge. So it is a time when you can be open to a lot of spiritual insight if you are someone that is open to that. If you have those placements that I mentioned, early degree of Taurus, this energy can be a bit more difficult to navigate if you have Scorpio, Aquarius or Leo, because the angles would be a little bit more challenging. So there could be these unpredictable things that happen that really annoy you, that you're just like, oh, I was just in the middle of doing this and now I've got to deal with this. Like, that's more the energy when it's a square, which would be square to Leo and Aquarius. Those are more tense energies. With Scorpio, it can be coming from other people, whereas there's this sort of unpredictable surprising kind of development. So it's going to manifest in a myriad of ways, but it's definitely an energy that's in the air. And another thing that you may feel, a lot of people may feel, especially those fixed signs this week, is this energy of a bit of anxiety in the air. So if you feel a bit more anxious, that would be normal considering these energies. So get grounded. That's my advice. Do something creative, get grounded, get out into nature. This is a good way to kind of get rid of this excess highly charged Uranian energy that's funneling through the Taurus energy. Okay. All right. So other stuff going on this week is we have on Friday, Mars goes to the anaretic degree of Gemini, which is the very last degree, 29 degrees of Gemini. So it having that in the mix with all this other very strong, intense buildup of Taurian energy meeting Uranian, unexpected, highly charged spiritual energy and unpredictable energy, people are going to feel the anxiety on Friday. Okay, with that Mars on that anaretic degree of Gemini, our nervous systems can be really on edge. So again, I would give that same advice: get grounded. Even doing things like just going for a hike, sitting on the ground, meditating, even doing visualizing grounding meditation, so you can actually visualize yourself connected to the earth. That will be very helpful this week if you're one of those people that suffers with anxiety. Once we get past Friday, Mars actually does shift signs. It moves into Cancer. So the sign of Cancer with Mars shows it is in a difficult placement there, so it's not the easiest energy. It can bring up some tension to do with family for some people, not everybody. Or a good way to channel this is to do a lot in the home, to reorganize, restructure, declutter. If you have that nervous tension, you don't know what to do with it, and you know, say it's a bit chaotic at home, or you've got kids and they're driving you crazy, or you know, you've got a lot going on, or there's tension in the family, use that energy not to just sit with your anxiety and kind of just experience it, but channel it into something. Because Mars in Cancer, that's very cardinal energy, cardinal meaning energy to make change with, to make things happen with, and it's emotional in the sign of Cancer. So we may be feeling emotional and we need to be productive with that energy because it's a way of letting off steam. So it may not be great for, you know, cardio or exercise necessarily for everybody. It's more organizational energy, getting out. If you have kids, taking your kids out, or doing something for your own inner child, doing something creative, doing something that involves decluttering, as I said, or organizing something in your home, or even redecorating your home. Something about helping family can come up for some people with Mars in Cancer. It can be maybe there's a family member going through a hard time and you know, you may be wanting to help that person. That can come up as well. But Mars in Cancer does make us feel a little bit more sensitive about taking action, about the action that we take. It does tend to favor home activities because Mars activates energy in the home life, and it can sort of trigger your emotions a little bit because it's a bit of an agitated energy there in Cancer. It can make us feel a little bit on edge emotionally. So there is a lot of stuff here that I see this week of, you know, depending on your own personal chart, but just in the collective of dealing with some very highly strung energy that needs to get grounded. So that can manifest for some people as anxiety, as inattention. But the best way to deal with that is do practical things using your hands, do things in the home that feel good to you. Doing something creative will be a good way to let off steam this week. There could be unexpected developments with finances and relationships this week. So that's the overview. Let's get into the cards for this week. Okay, so first sign that I'm doing this week is actually the Earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn will be first. All right, let's have a look. I've just got 2 decks this week and the Astro dice. Okay, so this is for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on for this week for the Earth signs. Earth signs this week. What's coming up for you guys? I noticed that the Earth signs had some rough stuff recently. Let's hope it's a bit better. Oh gosh, unbelievable. You know, I just said that, so ironic, and I swear this card came up in a different deck or something similar to this. We had 5 of Cups or 5 of Pentacles for the Earth signs last week. I remember because I'm an Earth sign. I'm a Taurus, as I said. We've had difficult cards for the last, oh my gosh, the last few weeks. So the 5 of Cups is a disappointment type energy. You're dealing with some heavy energies emotionally. For some people, it could be you feel disappointed about a relationship, you feel disappointed about something emotional in your life. It does say sadness on the card. This is the Oceanic Tarot. I want to pull another card. There's a card that jumped out. I might do 2 tarot cards for each sign this week. Look at that, the Judgment card, self-reflection. So for Taurians, it looks like Taurians, Virgos and Capricorns, sorry, it looks like there's been something that you've had to go through that's been difficult, it's been emotional, and yet there's been something very deep for you to learn on a very spiritual level here. It's actually helped to awaken you in some way, so it hasn't been a waste, even though you feel like disappointed about something. Earth sign, so let's see what your angel card message is to go along with how you're feeling a little bit this week. Maybe dealing with that anxiety, earth signs, and especially because Uranus and Sun and Venus in Taurus are all lining up. Let's see. Earth signs. Trust. What a beautiful message. Look at that. So yeah, so okay, there's a lot of energy here. I'm feeling it's very emotional energy, and there's definitely a disappointment energy, and it doesn't mean that the disappointment is necessarily happening this week. It could be that you're dealing with a disappointment from previous few weeks, even few months, but this energy is still around you, and you're trying to deal with healing this. You're trying to deal with the energy of understanding this on a deeper level, and you might be wanting to journal or channel your thoughts, you know, in some productive way that helps you get some clarity. But ultimately, your advice card is have trust that whatever happened, or for some it might be something that happens that's emotional this week, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It can just be something where you kind of expected something to go one way, but it went a different way, and you're like, oh, I didn't really think that was going to happen, but you know what, there's something to learn out of this, and it's actually a deep learning for you. So let's see what the Astro Dice have for the earth sign. Saturn. Oh my gosh, that's crazy, because Saturn in Aries is in fall. What that means in astrology is one of the most difficult placements. So Saturn can represent difficult life tests, things that you've been through that have been challenging for you. So that's exactly what I was picking up on the card. So it's just affirming that that is something difficult. Now you have the 11th house come up here. So what it's suggesting is connect with friends, connect with like-minded souls, even groups on the internet that you become part of that help you sort of learn something new or open your mind up to something new and exciting that can help you feel like there's a sense of anticipation of something exciting in the future. That's what I'm getting from that. It definitely can also mean support from friends this week, and support from like-minded individuals is it's going to be very helpful for you to connect with others this week. Friends, like-minded souls, people online even. So bit of a difficult energy for the earth signs, but I love the fact that, you know, with this card it's like spirit saying, you know, you've got to have trust, because there are no guarantees in life. Like, no one has a guarantee of anything. We are all having to go through life with trust, and when something difficult happens, you know, we can see it as really ultimately an amazing learning opportunity and something that is going to help us to grow in some way. So trust is needed, earth signs. I think that makes a lot of sense also for me personally, so that's good. All right, let's see for who's next? The air signs. Okay, so I'll do 2 cards this week from the tarot. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Sorry if I bumped the camera, sometimes it just goes out of focus. Oh, jumping card. Actually 2 jumping cards. How interesting. Queen of Pentacles, kindness, and ooh, 5 of Wands, competition. Okay, very interesting message here for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So for some of you, there's a focus on business, work, earning money, the next thing that you need to do for yourself financially and also creatively. For some people, it could be like work situations, it could be projects, business ideas, your own business related stuff. And the 5 of Wands, it says competition. The 5 of Wands can be a difficult energy where it's like dealing with this feeling that you have to compete or you have to try really hard and get through these obstacles that are in your way. So perseverance is a word that I'm getting right now with this. Let's see what the angel message is for the air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This one's popping out. No, interesting. So I'm getting a strong message here, guys. So there may be a temptation to see a situation as someone being competitive with you or someone trying to challenge you or being difficult in some way, but Spirit's saying don't make any kind of, or don't get involved in any kind of drama. There might be some gossip or difficulties with work for some people, some negative people at work, or some obstacles at work, and it's saying don't let this situation affect your positivity, your optimism, and don't let it get you down to the point where you want to give up or anything like that. This is saying to, I heard persevere, remember, and it's saying no, do not give up. Okay, that's what I'm getting very strongly. Do not give up on something that you want because other people are jealous or other people are putting obstacles in your way. Let's see for the air signs what the Astro dice have to say. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. 7th house. Yeah, oh my gosh. How about that? 7th house of Libra comes up. That is very appropriate. So yeah, it does involve other people. So as I said, the Queen of Pentacles indicates work situations and or, you know, business situations. This could be, if you have your own business, could be anything from working with clients, working with or working with collaborations, or even something about competitors or people that are competing in your industry. It's like saying take the focus of negativity coming from other people. Try to remain balanced within yourself. And this one came up with the North Node. So yeah, it's saying keep going forward. Don't let other people's energy you know, like trigger your own insecurity or your feeling of like, oh, I just don't want to deal with this anymore type thing. If it's something that you really want, and if it's something that you know that you're not supposed to give up on, but you might almost feel because of someone else or other people around you this week, air signs, that you may feel other people are trying to undermine you or put obstacles in your way. And it's saying don't let those people deter you from what you want. I'm getting that really strongly. Okay. So that was the air signs. Let's go to water signs. All right, so this is for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Something here. 4 of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio this week. Oh gosh. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. These are really interesting cards. The 4 of Cups can be boredom. It does say boredom on the card. It can be feeling just a little bit unsure, but then you've got the vortex, which is temptation. It's like you may be tempted to want to reach out to someone that you feel like you're not sure of how that relationship is going. You may be not sure of what you really feel for that person, or you may not be really sure whether they're going to be positive for, it's going to be positive for you if you reach out to someone. You may feel like someone's hanging back from you and it's kind of frustrating you. It does say temptation, and it is the vortex, which in this deck is the devil card. It can be that this is a little bit of a toxic situation on some level, but it's like you need to detach from it. Look at this, not the right time. That just literally jumped out. Yeah, so you've got more waiting. I'm sorry, this is for some of the water signs, not for everybody. As I said, these are general readings. If you'd like a personal one where I look at your personal astrology and what's going on for you, definitely can book with me. But this is a general message. This is through the relationship and relationship energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's saying this is not the right time right now. There's this energy of boredom and waiting and thinking about someone almost obsessively. And it's like the two of you are separated. You can't quite come together. Look at that. They're in the vortex. She's kind of stuck here and he's stuck down there. And it's just like not happening right now. And Spirit's saying, well, there's a reason it's not the right time. It's not just, you know, to frustrate you. There's other things that need to take place before the two of you can come together. Water signs, let's see what your astro dice say for you. You have North Node as well, 4th house, and Leo. See, yes, you're feeling quite romantic emotions here, but there's also some energy at home that needs your attention. Could be a male person that you're connected to, like a parent, a sibling, a relative, or a close friend, or someone in your soul group. Something needs your attention in the home life and to do with your personal world. The North Node shows, again, this is the karmic nodes, which is about destiny. So there's destiny involved in this, and for some of you, this relationship energy, it's not its time right now. So you just have a little bit more waiting, but refocus is what I'm getting. Focus on things that you're passionate about. Let go of this energy for now, just for now, and let it, in its right time, show up for you when the time is right, which is not this week, not just yet. Okay, fire signs, let's go. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. As I said, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me that looks more into your personal astrology chart, predictions, and video reading like this, you can book with me. Strength for the fire signs. That makes a lot of sense, I think. Fire signs, what are the messages this week? Wisdom, my goodness, the High Priestess. Really powerful cards are Major Arcana cards here. When you get 2 Major Arcana cards, there's very strong energies around you to do with destiny, to do with other forces, but it looks like you're having to be strong at this time. You're going to have to sort of keep yourself focused on your personal goals, your personal spiritual practices, meditation, if you do prayer work, meditation, yoga, certain things that keep you in a good positive state of inner strength. Sorry, I'm trying to get this to stand up because I don't like it when there's glare on the cards. I find that really annoying, and I don't want you guys to see the reflections because it's just awkward to look at. Strength and High Priestess. Meditation is strengthening you this week. Spiritual practices are strengthening you this week. Exercise, your routine. This is Taurus, by the way, Taurus energy. And this is Leo energy. So you might have Taurus or Leo in your chart as prominent if you're watching. Let's see what your other message is. Oh my gosh. Be assertive. Interesting. So there may be a situation to do with work or relationship energy or someone around you where you need to kind of stand your ground on something. Okay, so it feels like it's not the energy this week to be too passive. Yes, work on your spirituality. That will strengthen you from within. You do need to be strong at this time, with maybe waiting for things to develop in your life to a sort of a bigger level. But being assertive is actually a big message for you this week to help you keep people that are maybe not good for you or too demanding of you, or, you know, kind of pushing your buttons a little bit. Keep them aware of what you're feeling rather than not saying what you really think. It's better to speak up this week with this energy, not in a harsh way, just in a very sort of balanced but clear manner is what I'm getting. Let's see what the fire signs have for the Astro dice. Leo comes up and Mercury. How interesting. So we have Leo and Mercury, which is very straightforward energy. Let's talk about being assertive. The Astro dice confirm that. So there could be communications with siblings, people in your workplace, or into this can be, you know, short distance travel, like being careful when you're driving around not to sort of get too angry or aggro with other drivers, you know, because Mercury in Leo is very blunt and very dominant sort of energy, can be very easily angered sort of energy. And you do have the third house here that came up, which is short trips. Communications as well comes up twice and very strongly. You know, you could be speaking publicly this week, like maybe doing a speech for work or a speech for something, or putting out some content for something that's important to you. Mercury in Leo in the third house is also creative writing and writing things down, putting together your thoughts, writing things down that are for publishing purposes, for could be creative expression that you're doing this week, as I said, putting content out there that's creative, that's an expression of who you are. But it can also be for some people dealing with siblings, children. If you have children, giving them something creative to do this week with those Astro dice in particular. For some people, there could be romantic communication with Mercury, Leo in the third house. There could be a very honest conversation with somebody that's close to you. There could be a very spiritual conversation with these two cards as well. Someone may need your support this week, and, you know, having a heart-to-heart can be really important. That's very honest because of this card as well. So a lot of communication energy comes up, but also your spirituality and short trips and, you know, keeping yourself grounded as well this week with the Taurus card and the Leo card. Leo comes up twice in this reading and Mercury comes up twice. So communications, creativity are very strong for you guys this week. And lots of communication by the look of it, actually, for some people. It's a very busy week for some of the fire signs. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, as I said, the links are below. Have a fantastic week, everyone. Bye.